So I just finished with my shower and washing and conditioning my hair. As you guys can see, this is how my hair looks after I've blow dried it. I'm about to flat iron my hair. I'm probably not going to show y'all on here. I'll show y'all the products, but I'm not going to show y'all how I flat iron it and all of that like y'all have seen. I think we got like 2 or 3 videos, and we got a bunch of shorts on our channel too. If y'all do want me to show y'all, then let me know. But more than likely y'all probably don't care, so I'm just gonna show y'all the after. As you can see, my hair has a beautiful sheen to it already. I love how my hair looks after using Olaplex. That's what I've been using, is the Olaplex shampoo and conditioner. Even though it's super short, I want to make sure that I'm taking care of it as best as I can. I'm about to go and get my hair cut again before we leave for Dallas for the holidays. Also, I'm going to color my hair. I'm going to color it jet black because it's losing that like deep dark color that I love so much. I saw this girl, her name is Ty Alexander. I love her gray hair, y'all. It's so beautiful. I first learned about her in 2016 or 2017. She was here for something that Marie Denis had. And when I saw her, I was like, wow, like this girl she ain't no old woman, but she has gray hair. It looks beautiful. And so she posted on her threads some photos of her hair and some different hairstyles or whatever, and asked other gray haired girls to post their pictures as well. I wonder how a bob would look, like a really cute, like just dope bob would look like fully gray. But anyway, I love my hair being dark and like a really dark black color. I always have. I'm about to go in here, flat iron my hair, because we got to get ready for church tomorrow. And yeah, I'll show y'all the results after. Okay, y'all, so this is what I have right now as it relates to my flat iron. So I washed and blow dried my hair tonight, and this is how my hair has turned out just with using the Red by Kiss pencil ceramic tourmaline flat iron. I used this tonight so that I could get deep into the roots. Now in the morning, I'm gonna use my EAP. I started to use this tonight, but I was like, no, I'm not gonna worry about it tonight. I'm ready to go to bed. And yeah, I'm just, this is good for right now. I just need something just to, you know, make it easy for in the morning for me to flat iron my hair. So I've found out that my hair, it does a lot better when I flat iron it the day of my wash and condition. What I found is that it's better when I flat iron it and I'm able to tie it down that same day. I do like take this flat iron and like, you know, just bump under, you know, like that. But yeah, and then use my oil, my hairspray as well, and you know, just move on and go like that. I hope y'all can see that. So just one more, okay? And that's still too much. So I'm just gonna, you know, kind of hit the top of my hair where the flyaways are, like a lot. And then, you know what, let me go, I'm gonna just lay that down right there. And then just kind of do like this, and then on the nape of my neck, because it's, you know, it's shaved off back there. Some of you wanted to see the back of my hair, so this is how the back of my hair looks. Like I said, it's growing in, and it's gonna look like this tonight because I have to bump it under. You have to like bump it under there. And so, yeah, but that's how my hair looks in the back. And so, yeah, I need to get it cut. So I'm about to head to bed, and we'll check back with you guys in a bit. Y'all, so I got a new caddy, a new fragrance caddy, and I really love it. I got it from this place on Amazon. Our LTK pages are linked below, so you can go there. But I just got this Salt and Stone. It's the bergamot scent. It smells so good. I just got the Irresistible Givenchy Velvet. And then back here, this is the Frenchy. It's the Pala something. I forgot how to pronounce it, but and Sage, something like that. But yeah, y'all, all these smell really good. And I love that this fragrance caddy, I didn't have to do any like putting it together or nothing. It just came as is. I'm gonna take these off here, and I'm gonna show y'all like with daylight, but I just wanted to show you guys tonight how it looks. And this looks really good. My dresser looks really neat. Stuff isn't raised too high or nothing like that. So yeah, I love it.
And there are a lot of us who can testify from anecdotal data and personal experience, man, that as soon as you got married, warfare hit your house. You became a target for the devil.
The question was, should a man divorce his wife? They were trying to trip Jesus up because they wanted to make him look like a fool and make him look like a lie.
Right.
Because if Jesus, and to rile up the crowd and to make his doctrine look like it was false. In asking that, they, because what we found out today, I did not know this, and I need to do a deeper study on this because I just studied all the Gospels, and Lord knows, I was like, wait, who are these people? So there were two rabbis that were famous at the time. So Jesus wasn't the only one, but there were two rabbis that came before Jesus, and one of them, I can't remember their names. I couldn't spell their names. It's like halal
something.
I couldn't spell their name, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to research like based on what they were, but like they halal or whatever his name was, the H man. He was a liberal rabbi, and so his teaching on marriage was that a man, and this is all based on Deuteronomy 24:1. Deuteronomy 24:1 says that it talks about divorcing your wife, about if a man, which is based on the law of Moses, if a man sees his wife unfit, I can't remember the exact verbiage, but we'll put the scripture up. And so they were saying, so the halal man, his interpretation of the scripture was that the man could divorce his wife for whatever reason. And so, Pastor Mitchell, he was saying that, like people were divorcing for petty reasons. At that time, men were the ones to initiate marriage. Mm-hmm. I wrote that down initiate divorce, I'm sorry. Because I wrote that down because nowadays, it's the women, mostly women, initiate divorce. There are reasons. And there are reasons that women initiate divorce. Mm-hmm. They are very much more substantial than, the reasons that men were, initiating divorce at that time. Men were initiating divorce because they didn't find their wife pleasing to them. Their wife didn't, he was, saying like cook the meal right or whatever, but it was very petty reasons. Right. And so then you had Rabbi, I want to call him Rabbi Shmuley, but that's not his name. That's a character. Something. It's something. And that Rabbi S, he was saying that he was conservative. So you have the liberal and you have the conservative.
This has been a thing since before our time.
Nothing, the Bible is true. Nothing was under the sun. And so he said that, you can't divorce your wife except for immorality, sexual immorality. And so what Jesus always did, anytime, because throughout the Gospels, the Pharisees and Sadducees always tried to trip Jesus up. They were always trying to, prove Jesus's doctrine as wrong. The reason why they were doing it was not because they wanted to love on people more.
Right.
The Sadducees and Pharisees were absolute insane, okay? And I say that loosely because we be the we really are the Sadducees and Pharisees sometimes, but not in the way that people use that.
Right.
Not in the way of like, oh well, he who's without sin cast the first stone.
We do some of the same.
Not
things
in that regard. We do, we try to, kind of go under the word, and try to create the word to be what we want it to be. But they were jealous of Jesus because they were the religious leaders of the time, and so they were jealous of Jesus and they wanted his spot. That's why they did what they did. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't do it. Well, no, kind of, because we want Jesus' spot because we want to be our own God. We want to be our own Lord, and we have to be careful of that. So, he was a conservative. He said that sexual immorality. So, Jesus referenced the gospel. He referenced Genesis 1 and 2, where God said that he made the man and woman, and that God's intent, his original intent, was that man and woman never divorced. That is his original plan. Of course, sin came into the world, and it was still his plan. God's plan doesn't change. God gave us Jesus as our Redeemer to redeem us, to bring us back to him. Jesus was the first person in history to advocate for women, and the thing was that Moses created the law of, the reason for divorce because to protect women. So that was God's protection for women, because men were divorcing women, and not just because of divorce, but because once a woman had sex, she has now become defiled, because sex was only created for the confines of marriage. That was the only reason. So that's why a lot of men had a lot of wives, because they had a lot of sex with a lot of people. So now,
and God did not condone that.
He did not condone that. That's just what happened. Just like now, that God doesn't condone that, but that's just what happens. And so you got a lot of people who are married in the spirit, but because they're out there sowing the roll oats. And so it was God's intent for us all to be pure, men and women. And so don't let the men lie to you and say that they got the key, master key, you the lock and all.
Jesus, the one with the master key.
Jesus is the master key.
Yes, and we need to yield to him. Both sides. Yield to him.
And so he also brought up another point of where Jesus, because Jesus was reiterating that sentiment, and so he was pointing to how Jesus was advocating for us. I've heard it that anything that was that there are 3 ways that that. And I don't want to quote this wrong, but I think that it's like gospel, that is truth, that is, that it is actual. We have to go by this, is if it is in the Old Testament, it's in the New Testament, and Jesus also reiterated it. Anybody, if please write in the comments and let us know, because we're all learning, and we're all, getting this. We're all in this together, High School Musical style. And so it was amazing. The Lord is so good. It's a beautiful sunny day, so we didn't and it wasn't too cold, it wasn't hot, so it was beautiful. Thank you, Lord.
We are on our way to go eat. We're going to Lake Colonial tonight, one of our favorite spots, and it is 5:12. We're just now getting food, but we're gonna eat good, so I'm not complaining.